नमः। ओम उदासीनाय नमः। ओम महायोगिने नमः। ओम महोत्साहाय नमः। ओम कुशाग्रदिये नमः। ओम शांतसंकल्प संरंभाय नमः। ओम सुसंदृशे नमः। ओम सवित्रे नमः। ओम स्थिराय नमः। ओम तपक्षपित सर्वांगाय नमः। ओम उल्लाम्बुज विलोचनाय नमः। ओम चंद्रिका सहस्रष्टि मंडितानन मंडलाय नमः। ओम चूतवाट्यां समासीनाय नमः। ओम चूर्णिताकिल विभ्रमाय नमः। वेद वेदांत तत्वज्ञाय नमः। ओम चिन्मुद्रिणे नमः। ओम त्रिगुणातिगाय नमः। ओम विरूपाक्षभावासाय नमः। ओम विराजनचलाकृतये नमः। ओम उद्दीप्तनयनाय नमः। ओम पूर्णाय नमः। ओम रचिताचलताण्डवाय नमः। ओम गंभीराय नमः। ओम परमाचार्याय नमः। ओम सुप्रसन्नाय नमः। ओम अभयप्रदाय नमः। ओम दक्षिणास्यनिभाय नमः। ओम धीराय नमः। ओम दक्षिणाभिमुखाय नमः। ओम स्वराजे नमः। ओम महर्षये नमः। ओम भगवते नमः। ओम ईड्याय नमः। ओम भूमविद्या विशारदाय नमः। ओम विमलाय नमः। ओम दीर्घदर्शिने नमः। ओम आप्ताय नमः। ओम ऋजुमार्ग प्रदर्शकाय नमः। ओम समदृशे नमः। ओम सत्यदृशे नमः। ओम सत्याय नमः। ओम प्रशांताय नमः। ओम अमित विक्रमाय नमः। ओम सुकुमाराय नमः। ओम सदानंदाय नमः। ओम मृदुभाषिणे नमः। ओम दयार्णवाय नमः। ओम श्री शोणाचल ऋद्भूत स्कंदाश्रम निकेतनाय नमः। ओम सद्दर्शनोपदेष्ट्रे नमः। ओम सद्भक्तवृंदाय नमः। ओम गणेश मुनिभृंगेन सेवितांग्रि सरोरुहाय नमः। ओम गीतोपदेश सारादिग्रंथ संचिन्न संशयाय नमः। ओम वर्णाश्रम मतातीताय नमः। ओम रसज्ञाय नमः। ओम आत्मवते नमः। ओम सर्वावनिमतस्थानां आराध्याय नमः। ओम सर्वसद्गुणिने नमः। ओम आत्मारामाय नमः। ओम महाभागाय नमः। ओम मातृमुक्तिविदायकाय नमः। ओम विनताय नमः। ओम विनुताय नमः। ओम विप्राय नमः। ओम मुनीन्द्राय नमः। ओम पावकोज्ज्वलाय नमः। ओम दर्शनादव संहारिणे नमः। ओम मौनेन स्वात्मबोधकाय नमः। ओम मृच्छान्तिकर सानिध्याय नमः। ओम स्मरणात् बन्धमोचकाय नमः। ओम अंतस्तिमिर चण्डांशवे नमः। ओम संसारार्णवतारकाय नमः। ओम शोणाद्रीश स्तुतिद्रष्टे नमः। ओम हार्दविद्या प्रकाशकाय नमः। ओम अविच्युत निज प्रज्ञाय नमः। ओम नैसर्गिक महातपसे नमः। ओम कमंडलुदराय नमः। ओम शुभ्र कौपीनवसनाय नमः। ओम गुहाय नमः। ओम दंडपाणये नमः। ओम कृपापूर्णाय नमः। ओम भवरोगविषग्वराय नमः। ओम स्कंदाय नमः। ओम देवतमाय नमः। ओम अमर्त्याय नमः। ओम सेनान्ये नमः। ओम पुरुषोत्तमाय नमः। यस्ताणोररुणाचलस्य पदयोः स्मृत्या जनिं प्राप्यत दिव्यानुग्रहसुप्रवाहविवशस्तादात्म्यभावं गतः रन्निष्ठस्वगभीरनित्यतपसा लोकान् पुनास्येकराट् तस्मै श्रीरमणाय ते नम इदं लोकोत्तरज्योतिषे। प्रभावरण महर्षि नमो महर्षि सदा तुष्ट सदा रुष्ट सदा शिवानंद पुष्ट सदा तुष्ट सदा रुष्ट सदा शिवानंद पुष्ट परम महर्षि ब्रह्मनिष्ठ समदर्शि नमो 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 रमण सदाशिव प्रभावरण नमो महर्षि ನಮ್ಮ ಮನವದೊಂದು ಕಾಡು ನೀನರಿದಿಯೇ ಅದರ ಜಾಡು ನಮ್ಮ ಮನವದೊಂದು ಕಾಡು ನೀನರಿದಿಯೇ ಅದರ ಜಾಡು ಹಿತವನರಿತು ನೀಡುತ್ತೆಮ್ಮ ಕೊರೆಯ ತಣಿಸಲೈ ಹಿತವನರಿತು ನೀಡುತ್ತೆಮ್ಮ ಕೊರೆಯ ತಣಿಸಲೈ ನಮೋ 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 ರಮಣ ಸದಾಶಿವ ಪ್ರಭಾವರಣ ನಮೋ ಮಹರ್ಷಿ ಬೇಡಲೆಂದು ಬಂದ ನಾವು ನೋಡಿಯೇ ತಣಿವೆವಯ್ಯ ಬೇಡಲೆಂದು ಬಂದ ನಾವು ನೋಡಿಯೇ ತಣಿವೆವಯ್ಯ ಮೋಡಿಗಾರನೇ ಹಿತವ ನುಡಿದು ಪೊರೆ ನಮ್ಮನು ಬ್ರಹ್ಮ ಸಂಗಿಯೇ ಹಿತವ ನುಡಿದು ಪೊರೆ ನಮ್ಮನು ಬ್ರಹ್ಮ ಸಂಗಿಯೇ ನಮೋ 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 ರಮಣ ಸದಾಶಿವ ಪ್ರಭಾವರಣ ನಮೋ ಮಹರ್ಷಿ ನಮೋ 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 ರಮಣ ಸದಾಶಿವ ಪ್ರಭಾವರಣ ನಮೋ ಮಹರ್ಷಿ
Om Namo Bhagavate Shri Ramanaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Shri Ramanaya. Antaryascha bahirvidutatimiram Jyotirmayam Shashvatam Sthanam Prapya Virajate Vinamatam Ajnanamunmulayan Pashyan Vishwamapidamullasatiyo Vishwasya Pare Paraha Tasmai Shri Ramanaya Loka Gurave Shokasya Hantre Namaha. On behalf of Bhagawan Shri Ramana Maharshi Research Center, I welcome you all for the celebration of this beautiful space that is given to us by Bhagawan Ramana. Bhagawan Ramana says, where the devotees meet, that is the feet of Bhagavan. We have all met here at the feet of Bhagavan. Yesterday, one of my students asked me, Ramana is telling us that Arunachala is the heart. Then why did he go to Arunachala? Why did he have to do that journey towards Arunachala? The answer is given by Ramana himself to his friend Rangan. He says, was I like any other traveler who planned and came to Arunachala? I was drawn to Arunachala. Vishwanatha Swami in his Dhyana Shloka says, Divyanugraha Supravaha Vivasha. With that Divyanugraha, the ever-flowing grace brought me like how a straw of grass is taken. I was taken and brought to Arunachala. And that very same grace has given us this beautiful space which we call as Ramana Shrine. The great ones call it Ramana Shakti Pita, and the little ones at RMCL, they call it the Bangalore Arunachala. And this is given to us by the Bhagavan's grace, and we are celebrating the opening of this Ramana Shrine and Meditation Hall today and tomorrow. We begin the celebration today with the lighting of 1,000 lamps, Sahasra Deepa Utsava, remembering that Ramana is the light. He is the light who is shining in every heart as the self. And we continue the celebration with a musical offering by Kalai Mamani Dr. Ambika Kameshwar, supported on the vocal by Dr. Vaishnavi Poorna, and on the violin we have Vidwan C.K. Vijay Raghavan sir, and on the mridangam we have Vidwan Umayalapuram Kalyanaraman sir, and on the special effects we have Master Viraj. We begin the celebration with the lighting of the lamps. I request Dr. Sharda, President Ramana Maharshi Center for Learning, and Shri Venkatesh Deshpandeji, President Bhagawan Shri Ramana Maharshi Research Center, to start the lighting of lamps. And I request all the ladies to come first and light the lamps, followed by the gentlemen. Om Namo Bhagavate Shri Ramanaya.
ಬರ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಿಲ್ಲ ಇಲ್ಲ ಬರ್ತಾ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ ಬರ್ತಾ ಇದೆ ಬೇಕಾ ಒಂದು ನಿಮಿಷ
Shri
ಇವೆಲ್ಲ ಕಥೆಗಳು.
ಲೈಟ್ ಸಾಕಾ?
ಲೈಟಾ? ಅಲ್ಲಿದ್ರೆ ಆನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದಲ್ಲ ಮೇಲೆ?
ಅಲ್ಲಿಲ್ಲ, ಅಲ್ಲಿಂದ ಹಾಕ್ಬೋದು.
ತುಂಬ ಕಡಿಮೆ
ಸಾಕ
ಆಯಿತು.
ನೋಡಿ.
ಕಡಿಮೆ ಆಯಿತು, ಏನು ಮಾಡೋದು?
ಲೈಟ್ ಇದೆಯಾ?
ಅದೇ ಕಡಿಮೆ ಆಯಿತು.
ಲೈಟ್ ಇದೆಯಾ?
ನಮ್ದು ಇಟ್ಟಿಲ್ಲ, ಅದನ್ನ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಮುಂದೆ ಹೇಳ್ಕೊಬೋದು.
ಇದೇ ನಂದೊಂದು.
ಹಾಂ, ಬಟ್ ಅಲ್ವಾ ಇದು ಟಂಗ್ಸ್ಟನ್ ಅಲ್ವಾ? ಟಂಗ್ಸ್ಟನ್ ಲೈಟ್ ಅಲ್ವಾ?
ತುಂಬ ಬಿಸಿ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ಅವಾಗ.
ಹಾಂ ಹೌದು.
ಇದು ಕಾಫಿ. ಜಾಗ ಇಲ್ವಲ್ಲ, ತಿರುಗಿಸ್ಲಾ? ತಿರುಗಿಸ್ತೀನಿ. ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಯು.
ರೇವತಿ ಟರ್ನ್ ಆಗಬೇಕು.
அன்போடு உன்னாமங்கேள் அன்பர்த்தம் அன்பருக்கு அன்பனாயிட அருள் அருணாச்சலா. It is pure joy to be in this satsanga with all those who are soaked in Ramana already so much. And so the Sahasra Deepa is just reflecting that glory of Ramana Bhakti. Every time there is a presentation that is as per Bhagawan's will of any sharing, whether it is a dance performance, a drama, a musical offering, a musical discourse. Each time we have the opportunity to delve deeper into certain compositions, certain stories associated with Bhagavan, and each time he gives some basic theme around which we can take the song selection, and each time it is a revelation. Hitherto unknown, it will suddenly come as per Bhagavan's plan. And a couple of days ago, when Akka had come to Chennai, I was just talking something to her and suddenly it struck me. One song came and in that I sang the lyrics wrong, and it was Idu Guru Dharmam kept coming in my mind. But it was not at all in that song. It was in Ramanayanamu Endidum Kale. But that song came, but these words came. So I said, okay, I must talk this time apparently about what is Bhagavan's dharma. What is his duty? What is his duty to us for having taken this human form? What is his duty towards us? So, Guru's dharma. Innal Guru Arul Ezhidil Janmam Illadoliyum Adu Guru Dharmam. Once we have come to Sadhvam Swami, in many compositions repeat this. எல்லா பிறவியும் ஏற்று முடித்தே இறுதி பிறவியில் குருவை அடுத்தே. இறுதி பிறவி means last birth. So last birth. ஜன்மம் இல்லாதொழியும் இது குரு தர்மம். This is he is come for the purpose of cutting once and for all our repeated cycle of birth and death, birth and death, birth and death. Every one of us here is exhausted. And he knows that, and that's why he has pulled us to himself. In fact, even if we want to run away, he will pull us. Odi olindaalume vedamattan, he says in another composition, Sadhvam Swami. Even if we run away and hide, saying, no, we have other things to do. No, we are not ready to come. He will pull us. He will pull us and take us to himself. I will always say Krishna, Sri Krishna, he goes and he searches out the butter, clarified butter. Wherever Yashoda hides it, wherever it is hidden, it will be found out by him. Somehow he will find it and he will catch it and he will eat it. He will, what we call Ruzichi Bujipar. He will enjoy it and partake of it. So what is this clarified butter? It is that pure soul floating on that water, untouched by it, after having been churned churned so much that it just rises up, ready to float, ready to be partaken by him, ready to be swallowed by him. And in such a way, Bhagavan makes us ripe and swallows us, so that there is no further coming and going. This is the Guru Dharma. Ramanaya Namo Yendidum Kalai. So, as I was coming here, I was thinking, I'm opening one Malai Nigalvu, what you call the evening Kacheri, with one Ramanaya Namo Yendidum Kalai. That morning where we opened with Ramanaya Namo, we cannot have any fear. We cannot have any fear even of Yama coming in front of us and saying, come with me. What difference does it make to us? Absolutely. So, I should add Malai, I thought. Then it suddenly struck me, what Malai? Every moment where we are in Bhagavan's presence is Kalai only. That in Kalai means it's Vidivikalam. Vidivikalam means that which removes, dispels darkness and becomes the daylight of jnana. So, Ramanaya Namo Yendidum Kalai, Namanidam Kuda Namakyenna Vele. So, this is purpose of Bhagavan's birth as Bhagavan's Avatara Tattva. Why he came as a Guru, as a Sadguru, as the Atma Swarupa, Ishwaro Gururatmeti, Murti Bheda Vibhagine, Vyomavat Vyapta Dehaya Dakshinamurtaye Namaha, and he is the Dakshinamurti. Vyomavat Vyapta Dehaya. So beautiful those words are. Vyomavat, like space, just engulfing everything. And so, the apparent Shiva Tattva, Shiva, which could not be found when it took the form of the endless Jyoti, beginningless, endless Jyoti, is actually Shiva in Kailasa, who decides at one point in time, enough is enough, now it is time for me to come on earth and save these people. It is my dharma. And so what does he do? Katchayum Madarkena Katti. He takes up that point and he tightens his loincloth and comes and says, I am going to take you all. Don't worry. This beautiful song, the first offering of Muruganar Swami at Sri Bhagavan's feet.
பார்வளர் கையிலை பருப்பத நீங்கி பண்ணவர் சூழலை விட்டு பார்வளர் கையிலை பருப்பத நீங்கி பண்ணவர் சூழலை விட்டு வாரொளி மணி போல் வாசகர் வாக்கை வளர் செவி மடுத்திட விரும்பி ஏர் வளர் பெரும் தண்டுரையடைதார் போல் இழிசினேன் புன் சொல்லும் வேட்டு சீர்வளர் அருணை செழும்பதி சேர்ந்தாய் தேசிக ரமண மாதேவே ரமண மாதேவே சீர்வளர் அருணை செழும்பதி சேர்ந்தாய் தேசிக ரமண மாதேவே தேசிக ரமண மாதேவே இருவராம் திருவண்ணாமலையில் சிறகவிற்றிருந்தாய் தேசிக ரமண மாதேவே தேசிக ரமண மாதேவே தெருக்கடை அலைந்து திரியுனாய் போல தேர்ந்ததே தேர்ந்ததே தேர்ந்து பெருக்குடையல்லா பிறப்பினும் பிறந்து பெருந்துயரிடும்பைகள் உழந்து கருக்கடை கத்தியா காத்து நிற்பேனை கடை கணித்யானென என்னும் செருக்கர ஒழித்து திருப்பரமளிப்பாய் தேசிக ரமண மாதேவே தேசிக ரமண மாதேவே தேசிக ரமண மாதேவே
So that said, that he has come here in order that everyone who is drawn to his feet are finished off once and for all. I felt it is appropriate to see how it is pratyaksha in all his devotees' lives, his disciples' lives. How does that Guru Dharma become evident for all to see? It is not for that particular individual alone to know and see, to know and understand, but it is so that everyone can explicitly see his dharma being fulfilled. And his very, very first disciple is Mother Alagammal. Undoubtedly, when she comes to him, his first teaching to the world is the first teaching he gives her also.
அவரவர் பிராப்த பிரகாரம் அதற்கானவன் ஆங்காங்கிருந்து ஆட்டுவிப்பான் என்றும் நடவாதது எம்புயற்சிக்கினும் நடவாது நடப்பது என் தடை செய்யினும் நில்லாது இதுவே திண்ணம் ஆதலின் மௌனமாயிருக்கை நன்று மௌனமாயிருக்கை நன்று as per the destiny or the allotted story of each individual. For that sake, Bhagavan, the only doer, is there everywhere. Angang irundu means does not mean only where Kshama is or I am or Kalyan Raman is or Sai Lalita is. Angang irundu means everywhere. He is everywhere. And what does he do? Attavippan. He allows the movement to take place. That movement, that which was stillness, has to become a movement. And that movement to take place, Bhagavan does so. Nadavadadu emmuyarchikkinum nadavadu. Whatever effort is taken, what is not to be, cannot be, will not be. Nadappadu en tadai seyyinum nilladu. You try to stop something that is supposed to happen. Whatever you do, it will not stop. It will happen. Iduve thinnam. This is the exact truth, rule, only happening. Adalin maunamaayirukkai nandru. Therefore, it is good to be silent. Now, silent, immediately, are we not going to talk? Are we not going to move? Are we not going to do our daily required roles, play our daily required roles? Of course we are. That mauna is of the mind source, mind going back to its source. That is true mauna. So, maunama irukkai nandru, he says. There itself he says, go back to the source. Then he has given the Upadesha. Dharma is over. His Dharma is over. No, it's not. He has many things to do to fulfill that Dharma of towards that first disciple. And when she comes once, she gets this great fever, the jvara. And so, Guru's Dharma, everyone normal, all of us, what we will do is we will pray saying, may the fever go. Bhagavan prays, of course, to Arunachala. But what does he pray? Which fever does he want to be removed from his mother? From Mother Alagammal? Which is the fever? The fever of Maya. That is what he wants removed. What is the point if one or two fever is going? It will come back. But if Maya fever goes, it will not come back. So, he prays to Arunachala. And then and there he clearly states that once mother is soaked in jnana or is burnt by the jnana jwala, then there is no need for the regular jwala to be lit when the body leaves, when the soul leaves the body. Paravalya? He says that Jnanangiyai ongum nallarulal ongale Shagatti muttuvaden satru. That is the jvara which he prays that should be removed. शरणागतवत्सला के रक्षक तुम हो, आवागमन छुड़ाते। शरणागत के रक्षक तुम हो, आवागमन छुड़ाते। आवागमन छुड़ाते। आवागमन छुड़ाते। हे गिरि श्रेष्ठ सदा जोड़े हैं तुमने पावन राधे। हे गिरि श्रेष्ठ सदा जोड़े हैं तुमने पावन राधे। मेरी माँ को सता रहा है जग ज्वाला का ज्वल। मुक्ति मिले इस भय से उसको, हे प्रभु दे दो वर। शरणागत के रक्षक तुम हो, आवागमन छुड़ाते। आवागमन छुड़ाते। आवागमन छुड़ाते। अरुणाचल 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 तुम ज्ञान ज्योति की जलती हुई मशाल। तुम्हें पता है सदा काल से खेला करता काल। ज्वाला की ज्योति करो में सबको लेते भर। ज्वाला की ज्योति करो में सबको लेते भर। एकाकार बना लो माँ को, ज्ञान चिता पर धर। एकाकार बना लो माँ को, ज्ञान चिता पर धर। आवागमन छुड़ाते। आवागमन छुड़ाते। शरणागत के रक्षक तुम हो, आवागमन छुड़ाते। आवागमन छुड़ाते। आवागमन छुड़ाते। And then mother, of course, set, but not immediately. So she recovers and then she comes back to stay with Bhagawan, accepting him totally as the Sadguru. And then he again purifies her. See, recently I was listening to one discourse by Swami Premananda. Kameshwar had sent it to me, and in that he just speaks. He says of Brindavan, he goes into the complete prema bhakti. He says when God takes a person into his fold and has to make him ripe. He has to make a pakka ghada out of him. Like we know the story of Namdev, this is the only kacha pot Namdev is told. And then he goes to Panduranga. Panduranga sends him, and then he is a ripe soul, so he gets the Jnana Upadesha from the old Jnani who shows that God is everywhere. So that kacha pot is, we have to make a pakka, God has to make a pakka pot out of us. So if he has to make a pakka pot out of us, what does he have to do? He takes that mud, that raw material that we all are, absolutely raw material, and he brings it together and starts kneading it. Not only does he knead it, he says, the kuhar, that is the potter, to make a pakka pot, what does he have to do? He takes the mud, he makes that mud cakes out of it, and then he has to make it really soft. So what does he do? He stamps on it. He literally stamps on that mud, making it more and more and more supple, ready. So when Bhagavan is stamping on us, why can't we realize that he is making us more and more supple to become his? To make us that pakka pot. No, we will not take it like that. Why is he stamping on us? He makes us supple, so supple. And then what does he do? He puts us on that, puts that mud on that wheel, goes round and round and round and round and round and round and round. Imagine yourself as that mud going round and round and round and round. And then he shapes us. He says, even one mustard seed alavukku, even that small amount of block cannot be there in that mud to make it a pakka pot. It will create that hole, I believe, a small space where it will not allow itself to be baked properly at the final. So even that small amount of kalmasha cannot be there. That chota, not kadugu, that small mustard seed. Small little thing also cannot afford to be, we cannot afford to be there like that. So even that has to be removed. So he has to see to it that even that chota fellow is removed before he makes us. And then what does he do? Once he shapes us, he bakes us. He bakes us in the sun, and then after he bakes us in the sun, not only does he bake us in the sun, he puts us into the fire itself. Sun is dooram, avlo hot irukadu. Tuki podu, fire kulla. And then he says, so sweetly that Swamiji, he says, when that pot becomes firm, he says he takes his sikka, that is his coin, and he says, tongue. With that, God plays on that pot. That pot is what he says. He takes that coin and he does tongue. That sound will come, I believe, in that baked pot, that beautiful final pot. It will start sounding. It will start becoming contributive only then. So he has to prepare mother for that final mukti, where that jnana chitta has taken over and there is no need for the regular chitta. So he trains her. She is still fond of him. She wants to make applams for him. She says, I have got all the material to make applams for you. He says, okay, you go make your applams. I will make my applams. And then she picks it up and she realizes that the entire learning, the sadhana patha, has been defined by him in that appalapat. It is already there. We just have to learn that appalam song and follow it, of course. Learn that appalam song and sing. No, and follow it. Sing, follow, everything.
ತಿಳಿನಿ ಹಪ್ಪಳ ಮಾಡುವುದಾ, ತಿಳಿನಿ ಹಪ್ಪಳ ಮಾಡುವುದಾ,
ಸುಖಿಸೋ ಸವಿದು ಅದರಹದ ಸುಖಿಸೋ ಸವಿದು ಅದರಹದ ಸುಖಿಸೋ ಸವಿದು ಅದರಹದ ಸುಖಿಸೋ ಸವಿದು ಅದರಹದ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನೀ ಹಪ್ಪಳ ಮಾಡುವುದಾ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನೀ ಹಪ್ಪಳ ಮಾಡುವುದಾ ಸುಖಿಸೋ ಸವಿದು ಅದರಹದ ಸುಖಿಸೋ ಸವಿದು ಅದರಹದ ಸುಖಿಸೋ ಸವಿದು ಅದರಹದ ತನುವಿನ ನೆಲದಲ್ಲಿ ಬೆಳೆದ ಅಹಮ್ಮಿ ಉರುಳಿಯ ಕಾಳನು ಸುರಿಯೋ ಉರುಳಿಯ ಕಾಳನು ಸುರಿಯೋ ನಾನಾನೆನ್ನುವ ಆತ್ಮವಿಚಾರದ ಬೀಸುವ ಕಲ್ಲೊಳು ನುರಿಯೋ ಬೀಸುವ ಕಲ್ಲೊಳು ನುರಿಯೋ ತನುವಿನ ನೆಲದಲ್ಲಿ ಬೆಳೆದ ಅಹಮ್ಮಿ ಉರುಳಿಯ ಕಾಳನು ಸುರಿಯೋ ನಾನಾನೆನ್ನುವ ಆತ್ಮವಿಚಾರದ ಬೀಸುವ ಕಲ್ಲೊಳು ನುರಿಯೋ ಸಜ್ಜನ ಸಂಗದ ನಿಂಬೆಯ ರಸವು ನಿಗ್ರಹ ಜೀರಿಗೆ ಮೆಣಸು ನಿಗ್ರಹ ಜೀರಿಗೆ ಮೆಣಸು ನಿಸ್ಸಂಗದ ಲವಣದ ಜೊತೆ ಧ್ಯಾನವ ಇಂಗಿನ ಪರಿಮಳ ಬೆರೆಸು ಇಂಗಿನ ಪರಿಮಳ ಬೆರೆಸು ತಿಳಿ ನೀ ಹಪ್ಪಳ ಮಾಡುವುದಾ ತಿಳಿ ನೀ ಹಪ್ಪಳ ಮಾಡುವುದಾ ಸುಖಿಸೋ ಸವಿದು ಅದರಹದ ಸುಖಿಸೋ ಸವಿದು ಅದರಹದ ಸುಖಿಸೋ ಸವಿದು ಅದರಹದ ಸೇರಿಸಿ ನಾದಿದ ಹಿಟ್ಟನು ಇಡುನಿ ಹೃದಯದ ಒರಳಿನ ತಳದಿ ಹೃದಯದ ಒರಳಿನ ತಳದಿ ಮನಸ್ಸಿನ ಹಾರೆಯ ಎತ್ತಿ ಕುಟ್ಟು ನೀ ಆತ್ಮವಿಚಾರದ ಬಲದಿ ಆತ್ಮವಿಚಾರದ ಬಲದಿ ಸೇರಿಸಿ ನಾದಿದ ಹಿಟ್ಟನು ಇಡುನಿ ಹೃದಯದ ಒರಳಿನ ತಳದಿ ಮನಸ್ಸಿನ ಹಾರೆಯ ಎತ್ತಿ ಕುಟ್ಟು ನೀ ಆತ್ಮವಿಚಾರದ ಬಲದಿ ಜೀವನವೆನ್ನುವ ಒತ್ತೋ ಮಳೆಯಲಿ ಅದರ ಆಕೃತಿಯ ಬೆಳೆಸು ಅದರ ಆಕೃತಿಯ ಬೆಳೆಸು ಬ್ರಹ್ಮಚಿಂತನೆಯ ತುಪ್ಪವು ತುಂಬಿದ ಮೌನದ ಬಾಣಲಿಗಿರಿಸು ಮೌನದ ಬಾಣಲಿಗಿರಿಸು ತಿಳಿ ನೀ ಹಪ್ಪಳ ಮಾಡುವುದಾ ತಿಳಿ ನೀ ಹಪ್ಪಳ ಮಾಡುವುದಾ ಸುಖಿಸೋ ಸವಿದು ಅದರಹದ ಸುಖಿಸೋ ಸವಿದು ಅದರಹದ ಸುಖಿಸೋ ಸವಿದು ಅದರಹದ ಜ್ಞಾನದ ಉರಿಯನ್ನು ಎಬ್ಬಿಸಿ ಕರೆಯೋ ಸಿಂಗ್ ಸಿಂಗ್ ಕಮಾನ್ ಜ್ಞಾನದ ಉರಿಯನ್ನು ಎಬ್ಬಿಸಿ ಕರೆಯೋ ಬರಲಿದೆ ಹಪ್ಪಳವೇ ಬರಲಿದೆ ಹಪ್ಪಳವೇ ಸವಿದು ಚಪ್ಪರಿಸಿ ನೋಡೋ ಅಡಗಿದೆ ಸವಿದು ಚಪ್ಪರಿಸಿ ನೋಡೋ ಅಡಗಿದೆ ಮಾಯೆಯ ಸಪ್ಪಳವೇ ಮಾಯೆಯ ಸಪ್ಪಳವೇ ತಿಳಿ ನೀ ಹಪ್ಪಳ ಮಾಡುವುದಾ ತಿಳಿ ನೀ ಹಪ್ಪಳ ಮಾಡುವುದಾ ಸುಖಿಸೋ ಸವಿದು ಅದರಹದ 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 Can we make our entire sadhana as joyous as this? And then, of course, everyone here knows how Bhagavan gave Mother Mukti and established at Sri Ramanashramam, now Sri Ramanashramam, then just a space where Matrabhuteshwara was established. नमस्तत् अधिष्ठानाय च मातृभूतेश्वराय भगवते नमस्तत् अधिष्ठानाय च मातृभूतेश्वराय भगवते नमस्तत् पूजकेभ्यः रमण भागवतेभ्यः नमस्तत् पूजकेभ्यश्च रमण भागवतेभ्यः रमण भागवतेभ्यः. From mother we move on to Kavyakanta Ganapati Muni. His angst, his spiritual angst is known to all the satsangis here, how he had done crores of tapas and was at the peak of ripeness, and therefore was also at the peak of that yearning to become one with the Supreme. And he remembers Bhagawan. The young Brahmana Swami comes to him, puts at his feet his angst, Bandino 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 Ninna Bali Nondu Ramana Bandino Ninna Bali Nondu Ramana Bhavada Kattale Hariso Divya Charana Bandino Ninna Bali Nondu Ramana Bhavada Kattale Hariso Divya Charana Bandino ತಾಯಿ ಮುನಿಯಲು ಮಗುವು ತಾವುಳಿವುದೇನು ಪಶುಪತಿಯೇ ಮುನಿಯಲು ಪಶು ನರಳದೇನು ತಾಯಿ ಮುನಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಮಗುವು ತಾವುಳಿವುದೇನು ಪಶುಪತಿಯೇ ಮುನಿಯಲು ಪಶು ನರಳದೇನು ವಿಧಿಯೆದುರು ನಿಂತ ಮಾನವನ ಬಗೆಯೇನು ವಿಧಿಯೆದುರು ನಿಂತ ಮಾನವನ ಬಗೆಯೇನು ನಿನ್ನ ಕೃಪೆ ತಪ್ಪಿದರೆ ನಮ್ಮ ಗತಿಯೇನು ಬಂದಿನೋ ನಿನ್ನ ಬಳಿ ನೊಂದು ರಮಣ ಭವದ ಕತ್ತಲೆ ಹರಿಸೋ ದಿವ್ಯ ಚರಣ ಬಂದಿನೋ ಬಂದೇನೋ ಹುಣ್ಣಿಮೆಯ ಚಂದಿರನ ಕಣ್ಣೆದುರು ತರುವ ನಿನ್ನ ಮುಖ ಮಂಡಲವು ಸುರಿಸುತ್ತಿದೆ ಮಧುವ ಜ್ಯೋತಿ ನಯನಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ಚಿಮ್ಮುತ್ತಿದೆ ಕರುಣೆ ಜ್ಯೋತಿ ನಯನಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ಚಿಮ್ಮುತ್ತಿದೆ ಕರುಣೆ ಹೊಮ್ಮುತ್ತಿದೆ ಎಲ್ಲರನ್ನು ಸಲಗುವ ಮಹಿಮೆ ಬಂದಿನೋ ನಿನ್ನ ಬಳಿ ನೊಂದು ರಮಣ ಭವದ ಕತ್ತಲೆ ಹರಿಸೋ ದಿವ್ಯ ಚರಣ ಬಂದಿನೋ ಬಂದೇನೋ stands, does pranam to Bhagavan and says, I've come to you. You have to release me. You have to. Until then, Bhagavan had not opened his mouth and spoken. It's called, it's called this Dhairyam Kollum Sadarke Endrum Kayyir Kariye Namo Namo. Sadhuam Swami says. He's never opened his mouth till now. Did that thought even come to Nayana? No. He says, you go. He just goes there, prostrates his feet, and now you have to release me. Bhagavan has to open his mouth and give the Upadesha. Find out the source of your mantra and merge there. That is tapas, he says. And Nayana, of course, as I said, the ripeness was there, and he realizes that here is that whom Arunagiri Nadar called and said, Guruvai, Varuvai, Arulvai, Guhane. He is here in front of me, Guha. One who was Swaminada, one who gave Upadesha to Shiva himself, is here in front of me to give me Upadesha. Gurave Namaha, Sadgurave Namaha, Tarakaraye Namaha, 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 Gurave Namaha, Sadgurave Namaha, Tarakaraye Namaha, 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 Gurave Namaha. Paradeshineva Dhavalena Vasasah Shakalena Veshtita Kati Vishobhina Paradeshineva Dhavalena Vasasah Shakalena Veshtita Kati Vishobhina Paradeshikena Naraveshadarina Shikivaganena Guruma Jagat Bhavet Paradeshikena Naraveshadarina Shikivaganena Guruma Jagat Bhavet Gurave Tarakaraye Gurave Tarakaraye Gurave Tarakaraye Gurave Tarakaraye Gurave Namaha Sadgurave Namaha Tarakaraye Namaha 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 Gurave Namaha. Atita Gunajalaya Naishtika Brahmacharine Namo Maya Manushyaya Gurave Tarakaraye Atita Gunajalaya Naishtika Brahmacharine Namo Maya Manushyaya Gurave Tarakaraye Gurave Tarakaraye Gurave Tarakaraye Gurave Tarakaraye Gurave Tarakaraye Gurave Namaha Sadgurave Namaha Tarakaraye Namaha 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 Gurave And then we have Muruganath Swami. We already sang his first offering to Bhagavan, because there he establishes the Guru Dharma. Kachayum adarkena katti. Deshikan, he has come as the Deshikan, he has come as the teacher, he has come as the Sadguru, he has come to fulfill the role of a Guru, which is of course dispelling the total darkness that we are in and becoming the light that we are. So, for Muruganath Swami, we have taken 2 verses where he talks of Bhagavan with his sidelong glance he gives him the entire experience of the bliss of the self. கடைக்கண் நோக்கால் காட்டினான் சிறியேனுக்கு, to this Syrian, to this midget, to this absolutely undeserving person, he says. Muruga Swami says that for not for himself actually. Bhagavan has made him say that for us. கடைக்கண் நோக்கால் காட்டினான் கேட்பித்தான் கடலின் ஓசை. கேட்பித்தான் கடலின் ஓசை means he allowed me to hear the dancing feet, the music of his dancing feet. கேட்பித்தான் கடலின் ஓசை. And he danced. மரித்து கொண்டாடினான். He just கொண்டாடினான் is he enjoyed the rasanubhava of his dance. Was supreme in the heart. त्वयि अरुणाचल सर्वं भूत्वा स्थित्वा प्रलीनमेतत् चित्रं हृदि अहमिति आत्मतया नृत्यसि. That dance he allowed me to see, feel, experience, lose myself in. Mahimai enne, what can I say of his grace? Then he says, how does the readiness happen? How does the Guru Dharma happen? Ninnale ninpada nera petrain. By your grace, I stumbled to your feet. Neyattal venkadava andukondai. Neyam, nesam is such a beautiful word. It is compassion, it is love. You engulfed me, you took me in, you embraced me in your love. உன்னாலே ஆட்கொள்ளப்பட்ட நாயேன் உணர்விலேன் நாயினும் உன் அருட்கண் நோக்கால் தன்னாலே சராச்சரங்கள் சலிப்பவன்றி தாமாக செலியாமை கண்டதாலே. By your grace I didn't deserve it, I didn't know what was happening, but then I saw this entire world in its splendor. I stumbled to your feet, and then I realized the grandeur of the being that you are, and that alone is. And you chose me to serve you. Ennale yadondrum iyaladu. By myself I can do nothing. Ennale yadu ondrum. Not even one thing I can do. Iyaladu. Nothing can move by me. That's why what did I do? I put all my duties on your feet. En kadamai ellam erpittene. But he makes us ready. That readiness he makes us to do his work in the right manner. And that's why Gita Acharya says, Tasmatvam uttishta yasho labhasva jitva shatrun bhungshva rajyam samriddham mayai vete nihataha purvameva nimittamatram bhava savyasachin. Get up, get glory. See all the glory that he is giving all of us. Get up, get glory, he says. How much glory he is giving each one of us. In our own way, in each one different ways. We cannot even measure it. No way. No way. So much glory he is giving us. Tasmat tvam uttishta yasho labhasva jitva shatrun bhungshva rajyam samriddham. When Gita Acharya says this, he says, finish off your enemies and enjoy your kingdom. Here, what is it? What is the enemy? It is our ahandai. What is the rajyam? It is the rajyam of the self. Bhungshva rajyam samriddham mayai vete nihataha purvameva. He has finished you already. Bhagavan has finished us already. Mayai vete nihataha purvameva. Gita Acharya says, I have already finished your shatrus. Nimitta matram bhava. Be only an instrument. Oh Savyasachin. Savyasachin, he says, one who can, he doesn't use the word Bharata, he doesn't say Partha, he doesn't say Kaunteya, over there he says Savyasachin. So that he can shoot with both hands. Basically we have to go on working. Shoot with both hands, shoot with both hands. Nimitta matram, but as an instrument of grace. ஆணாக பெண்ணாக அனிதனாக அணுவாக மாமேரு அது தானாக ஆணாக பெண்ணாக அனிதனாக அணுவாக மாமேரு அது தானாக சேனாக மணித்தாக சேர்ந்து நின்ற சின்மயனாம் வேங்கடவன் சிறியேனுக்கு காணாதமை பொருளை களை கண்ணோக்கால் காட்டினார் காணாதமை பொருளை களை கண்ணோக்கால் காட்டினார் கேட்பித்தார் கழலின் ஓசை மானாத மணியேனை இதயத்துள்ளே மறித்து கொண்டாடினார் மகிமை என்னே தானும் ததும் ததானும் தானும் தனும் 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 தானும் தானும் ததானும் தானும் தானும் ததானும் 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 தானும் ததானும் 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 தானும் ததானும் ததானும் அனும் தனும் 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 ததா காட்டினான் கேட்பித்தான் கழலின் நோசை மானாத மணியேனை இதயத்துள்ளே மறித்து கொண்டாடினான் மகிமை Moving on to Sadhuam Swami. He comes there to Bhagawan and Bhagawan says, tells Muruganar, you are worried about your Tamil being carried forward. See, he has come, Natarajan. Not to worry. And when I was discussing about Sadhuam Swami with Akka, she was telling me, Kala always says that Sadhuam Swami has told her that he had a dream before coming to Bhagavan. Is of course, we know that he was Janaki Mata's devotee in Tanjavur, comes to know of Bhagavan and comes there. I said, Odi Volinalume Vidamatan is his words actually. So he is scared to come to Bhagavan. He doesn't want to come. So he has a dream where Bhagavan comes and says, come on. Your work is lying over there. You come there. Tiruvannamala. And all our worries, as usual, how will my sustenance happen? Our attachment to the body is so high. How will my sustenance happen? Will I get food to eat? Bhagavan says in his dream, you will get. I will take care of you. You will get. Again he asks. Again Bhagavan says, I will give you. Don't worry. Come. Again he asks. Again he says, Bhagavan says, I will take care of you. Don't worry. Come. And in the end, and the last song I will be singing this, where his composition reflects this. And he comes, of course, to Bhagavan, and then, of course, there is no looking back. Complete takeover. Takeover happens, as I said even before, has already happened. The takeover happens in advance. Yame Vaisha Vrunute Tena Labhyas Tasyesha Atma Vivrunute Tanum Swam. Yaye Vaisha Vrunute, that whom the self chooses, self, the Atman, the Parampurul, that Apara Satchit Sukhavari, for whom the Bhuvanam is just Ormi Matram. When he chooses Vrunute, he will reveal himself to you, to such a one. Atma Vivrunate Tanum Swam. And so we have, I will sing a very popular song of Sadhu Om Swami, which reflects the main Upadesha of Bhagavan, the main path which he has shown, which we have to follow in order that little by little, little by little, little by little, we will, what we say, karangify, dissolve. Nanyarennum jnanastiram Shri Ramaneshan Tanda Brahmastiram. Nanyarennum jnanastiram Shri Ramaneshan Tanda Brahmastiram. Om 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 Namo Ramanaya Om. 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 Nanyarennum jnanastiram Shri Ramaneshan Tanda Brahmastiram. Atmanana Arunachala Ivadiyeyanda Arutkavala. Atmanana Arunachala Ivadiyeyanda Arutkavala. Teetham Murtam Neeyallal. Teetham Murtam Neeyallal. Naan thedi mere Arunachala. Naan thedi mere Arunachala. Nanyarennum jnanastiram Shri Ramaneshan Tanda Brahmastiram. Nanyarennum jnanastiram Shri Ramaneshan Tanda Brahmastiram. Shri Ramaneshan Tanda Brahmastiram. Shri Ramaneshan Tanda Brahmastiram. ஜன்மநாசமே சேர வைப்பதும் கர்ம வாசனை கடல வைப்பதும் ரமணநாமமே says. Sadhu Om Swami repeatedly says this. As I said in the beginning, iradi piraviyil guruvai adutte says. This Nanyar Upadesha, this Nanyar path, Bhagavan chose Shivaprakasham Pillai to give it to first. Gambiram Sheshayar had already gone to him and got the Vensamai. And then Shivaprakasham Pillai goes to him and Pillaival gets Nanyar. And how that has to engulf the whole world is pre-decided in 1901. Is that right? 1901. Of course, aeons ahead of that. And my mother, Srimati Sulochana Natarajan, had the great opportunity to take Pillaival's Ramana Padamalai and make it into the Ramana Pada Pancharatnam, every word in that just bursts forth the Upadesha of Bhagavan. Full of it. இறை அருளின்றி யாதொன்றும் சத்தியமாக சித்தியாது அதனால் தான் எதும் சிந்தியாதிருவென்றுரைப்போன் பாதம் வாழ்கவே. ஆதலின் மௌனமாய் நிற்கை நன்றி is coming here also. We will sing a small song composed by Shivaprakasham Pillai in Ramana Padamalai, but in a regular tune, not from the Pada Pancharatnam, because in that he specifically says, Manam adakkum vadi palavendru mozhivon padam vazhgave. So the padam, that is Bhagavan, he says that there are many ways of reaching the self and silencing the mind. Anaithin mel vicharamam endrareivon padam vazhgave. Valga 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 Ramanan padam vazhgave. Valga 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 vennum vazhgave. Valga 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 Ramanan padam vazhgave. Valga 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 vennum vazhgave. காண்போர் மனதை கவர்ந்து கொள்ளும் கடவுள் பாதம் வாழ்கவே. வேண்டல் விருத்தல் இரண்டும் இல்லா விமலன் பாதம் வாழ்கவே. காண்போர் மனதை கவர்ந்து கொள்ளும் கடவுள் பாதம் வாழ்கவே. வேண்டல் வெறுத்தல் இரண்டும் இல்லா விமலன் பாதம் வாழ்கவே. வாழ்க 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 வாழ் ரமணன் பாதம் வாழ்கவே. வாழ்க 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 வாழ்கவென்றும் வாழ்கவே. மனமடக்கும் வழி பலவென்று மொழிவோன் பாதம் வாழ்கவே. அனைத்தின் மேல் விசாரமாம் என்று அறைவோன் பாதம் வாழ்கவே. மனமடக்கும் வழி பலவென்று மொழிவோன் பாதம் வாழ்கவே. அனைத்தின் மேல் விசாரமாம் என்று அறைவோன் பாதம் வாழ்கவே. வாழ்க 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 ரமணன் பாதம் வாழ்கவே. வாழ்க 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 வாழ்கவென்றும் வாழ்கவே. வாழ்க 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 ரமணன் பாதம் வாழ்கவே. வாழ்க 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 வாழ்கவென்றும் வாழ்கவே. வாழ்கவென்றும் வாழ்கவே. வாழ்கவென்றும் வாழ்கவே. Sharanagati Tata, Manavasi Ramaswamy Iyer, the first Vagayakara. Bhagavan blessed him to be the first Vagayakara who would write compositions on him, on Bhagavan, along with the music. So he becomes a Vagayakara. Comes to him with great pain. Everyone knows the story, the great stomach pain, the days, months of anguish. Physically, when there's so much of suffering, nothing else, the mind will do nothing else. Only look at that. We have here many people who have won over that physical suffering and surrendered to Bhagavan. And it is so true that when the takeover is so complete, there is no looking back. And so when Tata comes, when at that time young Manavasi Ramaswamy here comes to Bhagavan, he becomes Tata to us later. Poorna asked me, Chinna Mama, avarkitta paatu kathukache avar Tatava da irundara. That time he was, yes. But not when he came to Bhagavan. So, of course, the overnight change by Bhagavan's miraculous grace, after having fed him a feast where he could not even have a morsel, from a morsel to a feast, And then the cure, as I said in the beginning also, it is only that not this regular jwara that he is pokifying or getting rid of. He is getting rid of the greatest of all jwaras, that of Maya. Sharana Ramana Karuna Varuna Ramana Karuna Varuna Sharana Agati Tarunam Idu Andro Karune Nokave Kalaharanamaakidil Ha 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 en செய்வேன் Kalaharanamaakidil Ha 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 en செய்வேன் துன்பை நீக்கி இன்பை அளிக்க என் அன்பால் இனினும் பாராமுகம் என்னால் தாழாதையவோ வேதியா இன்னும் பாராமுகம் என்னால் தாழாதையா ஸ்ரீ ரமணா சரணா ஆகதி சரணா ஆகதி. In 2016, on August 23rd, my mother, Sulochana Natarajan, was absorbed into Bhagavan while Radha and other devotees were singing this very song. She had wanted to go like that. She had mentioned it to Raghu sir, that I want to be absorbed when Sharanagati is being sung. So it is not as if this Bhagavan's dharmam, which he is fulfilling so beautifully all the time, happened to people whom we have only heard of. We have actually seen that absorption. She did not, when the satsang was happening, Kameshwar had finished talking, telling the Ramayana, and then when the satsang, all around her, everyone sitting, Sharanagati Padataman Kekara, Akka, little, both of us were a little worried. I was very worried. I mean, worried means I somehow had the intuition that Sharanagati means the absorption may happen. Then Akka reminded me of an incident in my own life when Sharanagati had allowed me to live. And so I said, let them sing. We said, the takeover has happened. And she was absorbed during this rendition of Sharanagati into Bhagavan. I will conclude with a song which she has penned. She had penned very few songs, maybe 1 or 2 Namavalis and Omkaranukku, because mostly Appa said so many compositions are there, you tune them, that is your role. But with that, I will conclude this presentation, this sharing, this satsanga. But I said I will talk about Sadhuvam Swami telling about the taking care of him, how Bhagavan takes care in that beautiful song, Yenda Ninaivum Ini Eno. What do we need to think? What do we need to think at all? Yenda Ninaivum Ini Eno. We don't have to think at all. Yetravan Ini Kai Viduvano. How he has taken us, how will he leave us now? Yetravan Ini Kai Viduvano. He says, Tanda Udalukku Udai Idamo. That is Adikudayana. That is the place for the body to stay. Dagam Pasirku Unavugalo. He will feed us very, very compassionately. He will give us a good place to stay. He will feed us. He will take care of us. Bodily, mentally, every which way, He will take care of us. So He says, Tandai Madimel Var Seini Talarvukku Idamum Taralamo. So Talarvu is something which comes to us very often. We lose our strength, inner strength. Idamum Taralamo. Can you give place for that Talarvu? He asks, Sadhuvam Swami asks, Yenda Ninaivum Ini Eno. We don't have to worry about no chinta. In fact, Bhagavan says, Kwa bandha chinta, kwacha moksha chinta. Neither do you have to worry about bandhana or moksha. He is everything. He is taking care. He will take care. It is His play. He is everything. Ramana, Ramana, bolo re.
Ramana, Ramana, bolo re.
Arunachala Shiva, bolo re.
Arunachala Shiva, bolo re.
Ramana, Ramana, bolo re.
Ramana, Ramana, bolo re.
Arunachala Shiva, bolo re.
Arunachala Shiva, bolo re.
Ramana, Ramana, bolo re. Arunachala Shiva, bolo re. Ramana, Ramana, bolo re. Arunachala Shiva, bolo re. Ramana, Ramana, bolo re. Arunachala Shiva, bolo re. Ramana, Ramana, bolo re. Arunachala Shiva, bolo re. अरुणाचल शिव बोलो रे
अरुणाचल शिव बोलो रे
रमणा रमणा बोलो रे
रमणा रमणा बोलो रे
अरुणाचल शिव बोलो रे
अरुणाचल शिव बोलो रे
रमणा रमणा बोलो रे रमणा रमणा बोलो रे अरुणाचल शिव बोलो रे अरुणाचल शिव बोलो रे रमणा रमणा बोलो रे
रमणा रमणा बोलो रे
अरुणाचल शिव 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 बोलो रे
रमणा रमणा बोलो रे अरुणाचल शिव बोलो रे बोलो भगवान श्री रमण महर्षि की
जय
We thank Dr. Ambika Kameshwar and her team for this soulful rendering of Ramananjali Sangeetham. I request Dr. Sharda to speak a few words on this occasion.
Om Namo Bhagavate Sri Ramanaya. What does one say when the heart is full? Then silence is the best. But it is my joyous duty to say thanks to Bhagawan for allowing us this wonderful evening of sharing in every way, the lighting of the lamps and which is such a joy for us, and the lighting of our inner journey. This physically we had the lamps outside, and the inner journey through the sharing by Dr. Ambika Kameshwar. And of course Bhagavan has said, Varundidu un talaividi. Sadhuvam Swami said it is your dharmam, and Bhagavan said that might be difficult, but it is, if you find it difficult, then I can't say anything about it. Varandidu un talaividi Arunachala, he says. So it is his, it is he who has entered our lives, it is he who has brought us to his feet, as we were repeatedly reminded very joyously. And of course, if we have been going through ups and downs, we were also reminded that we are going to be needed, we are going to be stamped on, and we are going to be baked. And the wonder is, sometimes we may not even be aware that we are being needed and stamped on and baked. Sometimes he makes the journey so joyous, especially here for us, because we are singing and we are sharing self-inquiry, or we are sharing something. So very often whatever is the needing or whatever is the difficulty also we may not be aware of. That is how he is taking us so joyously. That's the wonder. And so whom can I thank but Bhagavan for this? But of course, I'll thank Bhagavan for making this evening possible. I'll begin with the people on the stage, led by Dr. Ambika Kameshwar. I request Sri Venkatesh Deshpandeji to come, and President of Bhagawan Sri Ramana Maharshi Research Center. The research center is joyously collaborated in this event, does so every year. A small memento of our thanks. Venkatesh ji she sang her favorite song, Nanyar Ennum, Jnanastiram. It's his favorite practice also. Along with her, on this, with her mellifluous support and equally loving towards Bhagawan's feet, Dr. Vaishnavi Poorna. We have seen her also singing in her own capacity here, right from when she was a little child. And we have the Asthana Vidwans here. We have C.K. Vijayaraghavan on the violin. We have Kalyana Raman, Umayalpuram Kalyana Raman on the Mridangam. And we have his disciple, the budding Vidwan, Chiranjeevi Viraj. I would also like to offer my thanks to Bhagawan for the continuing of not only the music tradition which was started by Srimati Sulochana Natarajan, but this day, the celebration of the Sahasra Deepam was very dear to her. And she started this tradition. In that line, Uma and Ashwini are, Uma is taking the lead and Ashwini is giving her full support. And I think they are helped by many others, but these two are taking the lead. And I would just like to give them a small token. Tomorrow our celebration continues. To conclude this, as Ujjwal started by saying this beautiful space which has been given to us, it was inaugurated on the 5th of December 1982. So normally on 5th of December itself we used to celebrate, but we felt that with these changing times and busy schedule which everybody, even to come on a Sunday or a Saturday is difficult. So shifted it to a weekend, to the nearest weekend. So we are celebrating today, and tomorrow morning we will have Sahasranama Puja to Bhagawan, and we are going to have a small treat added to that Sahasranama Puja. We will be listening to G. Kameshwar as well for a short talk, and then we will have our Mahaprasadam. Today also the Prasadam is awaiting us. Om Namo Bhagavate Sri Ramana.